look at it.
Greetings, this is Richard Walker coming to you from Lutz, Florida on our regular Thursday mini reunion for the class of 1964. And I am going to sit here very patiently and wait for someone to pop up, but I'm going to turn off the video and read my authoritative book on the life of Sherlock Holmes. This is, I guess it's fictitious, but it's interesting nonetheless. If you're a Holmes fan, it's called Sherlock Holmes of Baker Street, The Life of the World's First Consulting Detective by William S. Baring Gould. And I paid a grand total of $2.98 for this hardback. Well, look who it is.
Got somebody else.
Yeah. How are you?
Hi, guys.
Hello. I hear the voice. I don't see the picture.
You don't see the picture?
No.
Go to gallery view.
Hold on. Shit. I don't. Stop video. No. Participants. That must be it.
No, up in the upper right-hand corner.
All right. Hold on.
Run your mouse over the upper right-hand corner where it says view. Are you full screen?
Yeah, I am. Of course, I don't. Yeah, I'm full screen. Hold on. I got to get my glasses on. I can't see.
Okay.
Hello, Mr. Walker.
How are you, Charlene?
I'm great. You know, I was looking about a couple weeks ago. For some reason, I was cleaning the house, and you turn over this thing and that thing, and I was dusting off something, and I pulled out my wedding album, and I looked through it, and there was your picture at my wedding.
Which wedding was that?
My only wedding, you idiot.
Where was it? Remind me.
It was at the Officers Club at Andrews Air Force Base.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I can. You boys chat about. I'll go grab the book and show you the picture.
All right.
Hey, Dick.
Yeah.
I got recording and using enhanced encryptions. And
okay, you're looking on your right side. I'm on a Mac, so maybe look on your left side.
I'm looking on my left side. I've got
look on the right.
participants 3.
Look on the right side.
No, it's not there.
You got to run your mouse over it.
No, don't. Well,
Anyway.
she just showed up.
Okay.
Whenever she talks, I see her.
What's that?
Whenever she's talking, I see her.
Oh, well, that means you're in speaker mode. You need to go to gallery view so you can see all of us.
Well, all I've got here is a participant, alternate view, participants.
Well, it's on my screen. It's on the top right. That's this hand.
Yeah. Yes, no, mute, invert, no. Go faster, no.
Okay, Dick, are you ready for this?
Yeah.
I hope you have your microscope on. You'll never be able to see it. Let's see. Wait, I'm getting there. See this picture? This is Joe throwing the bouquet. And there's this young guy in a dark suit right here.
Yeah.
That is you.
I tell you what, I picked that out before I could actually see the face, because I remember that thin tie.
All I gotta say is you were there, buddy.
Well, that's great. Congratulations on your
How,
wedding.
how did you ever finagle an invitation to my my big social event of the year for Andrews Air Force Base. How did you ever snag an invitation to that?
Probably. Okay, what year did you get married?
66. Did Mary bring you?
I'm sorry?
What about Mary Vastine? Did you come with her as a date or
I don't know,
friend?
but here's what, was it on a weekend?
Of course it was on a Saturday.
Okay, well, maybe my parents took us to dinner over there because we
And you
often,
horned in on my reception and you missed the entire wedding?
well,
I
you know
doubt
what?
it.
I don't remember being there, so it must have been accidental.
Oh, no. I am now going to look on my book and look for your signature.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, that
Now,
doesn't
don't
mean I
bother me.
couldn't
I'm
have
busy.
just been a wedding crasher.
There's Mary Vastine's signature
Yeah,
and Judy Vastine's signature.
yeah.
Hmm.
I couldn't write then. I don't
Oh,
think I knew how to write.
stuff it.
Hmm.
George, have you found it?
Dick, the only thing I've got here is says participants, and you're letting up, you've got a bullseye towards yours, but every time she talks, I see her, so.
It's right
Yeah,
here. Chooch Walker.
really?
Yes.
Well, wonders never cease.
Proof
George,
positive.
do you remember Charlene Briggs /
Yeah,
Crupi?
yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Modern athletic cheerleader,
Oh.
horsewoman, PhD.
Woman gone feral. That's what I am.
Well, hey, I don't comment about things about hair.
No,
Oh gosh.
Where are
So
my
you still
Groucho
can't see
glasses?
me, Georgie?
I see
What's
every
that?
time you talk, Charlene.
Oh,
It
well, that
switches
would be all
from,
the time because I'm talking all the time.
it switches from Dick to you. And,
Well,
you
we're the
know,
only other two people who can talk and you can see us.
yeah, well, whatever. I try to keep my mouth shut.
What a
when somebody
vision.
else is
You're
talking.
better off not seeing me. You wouldn't recognize me. Number one, I have this long stringy hair, which I never had in high school. I had short curly hair.
There.
And I do have my 63 yearbook here, not my 64. My 64 is in Durham. But so I won't bore you with pictures of all that.
Can you tilt your camera down just a little bit so you have just a little bit of headroom?
Me?
Yeah, it'll be more flattering for you.
How flattering do I need to be?
I just want to see your tits. Come on, do it.
I'm not doing it, kid. I don't have a bra on.
Well,
Good for
you
you.
can do one of these things.
Anyway, I'm sure you always
was
want my
something
tongue in
that
your
I
mouth.
wanted.
Anyway, never mind.
Let me help George by asking you, are you on a Mac or a PC?
I'm on a PC.
No, Charlene, are you on a PC?
Yep.
Windows based?
You're asking me a technical question. Is that a trick question?
Yes. Yes, you've already failed. How many seeds in a tomato?
What?
How many seeds in a tomato?
Oh my gosh. A lot.
It just depends on which ones have been impregnated or not, you know.
Oh, please.
Hey, listen, if you're,
Don't get fresh with me at this age.
are
You
you
missed your
on an
chance.
Apple machine? Does your computer have an Apple on it anywhere?
Me? No. I've got a Dell.
Okay.
Or an
would
HP, a Hewlett Packard, or no, what is it? HP. I've got an HP. This is
okay. I have a
Microsoft.
request. Do you see George and me at the same time?
I absolutely do.
Okay.
George, I see you all the time. Smile.
You're in gallery mode. So when you move your mouse to the right, do you see 6 or 9 dots and it says view?
Yes.
Okay.
Hmm.
George, can you find that? Are you in full screen,
Me?
George? George,
Yeah,
are
it
you in
should be.
full
Hold
screen?
on, hold on. Let's move this. Aha, full
Yeah.
screen.
Click
There
on
you
that.
go. Gotcha. Got all of
Okay.
you.
Hi.
There it is. Gallery view.
Yeah,
It was
I'm a
that's it.
gallery,
it
all
was
right.
hidden under my little picture of myself.
Yes, indeed. This is called a peanut gallery.
Hmm.
I'm just dropping in.
Mhm.
Hey,
So, guys, how are you all doing?
George?
better.
Uh-oh, better. Did you have a surgery or something?
No,
He had
I lost.
cancer.
I'm a cancer survivor. 20 years now.
Well, that's it. So, are you okay now, or you had a resurgence, a
No,
recurrent?
no, 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 no.
I didn't
I'm good.
I didn't realize it was that long ago.
Yeah, 2000. Well, 1999 was when I
Oh,
was
okay.
operated on. 2000,
Wow.
and
Well,
then
So, what kind of a guarantee did they give you? Did they give you a 25-year warranty or a 40-year warranty or?
I just said I got it all, and then some.
no,
Well, good for you.
actually his guarantee came with road hazard only.
You got that.
Because at the very end, they're going to discount the mileage.
Oh, really?
The thing is, it was colon rectal cancer, and now my butt is 4 inches from my belly button.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to have to deal with.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? You get used to everything after a while, and
Even wives.
Oh,
yeah,
will you stop?
uh, and then of
He's just
course,
mad because he wasn't the groom at my wedding, but just
but,
go ahead. Try to
well,
carry on without him.
anyhow, I'm still uh, down about losing my wife last year, so
Oh my gosh, I am so sorry to hear that.
um,
Ooh. Hmm.
I get I good days and bad days. Last week was a bad day.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Um, this week, not so much.
I just know my husband would be distraught if I was not around for him to yell at.
Well, it took me
Guys got to have an occupation, you know.
it took me 8 months before I decided I needed something to yell at, so I bought a puppy.
Oh, okay. Good, good, good. Such a perfect replacement. I mean, I keep telling Joe, it would be much cheaper if you just replace me with a dog. And,
Well, this
My
one got
but
dog,
I am so sorry to hear that. Gosh, how long were you married, George?
this time first time I was married was for 37 years. This
Oh,
time for 15.
hmm.
So
Well, that's a real shame. I'm sure
yeah, well,
it's tough when you get to be our age when you don't have someone to complain to. And
well, my I'm backing up again. Uh,
that's
Pat,
okay. You can be comfortable.
Pat's daughter lives over in next to Wally World, Legoland. She's the morning manager over there at the Chick-fil-A. So,
hmm,
and she keeps in touch. In fact, she was here yesterday
I'm
to
sorry, who was
well,
celebrate
that's
that?
sweet. She can come.
Pat's daughter.
Oh, okay.
Um,
Where are you? In what state?
Florida.
Oh,
Yeah.
He's
there
he's
you
about
are.
he's about 30 miles from me.
Oh,
I'm a mile, just a, just about a mile even from the Gulf of Mexico.
ooh.
George, reach out and I'm going to touch your ear.
Yeah, right.
So are
Um,
you also in Western Florida?
I'm in the Tampa area. I'm in
Oh
North
gosh, you're
Tampa.
up in the
He's in
panhandle
he's
there?
in West
no,
Tampa.
no. We're in Tampa Bay,
Pasco
Right.
County.
Pasco County.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that's,
Hills-
and you're on the
Well,
Gulf
he's in
side.
Pasco, I'm in Pinellas.
oh, you're in Pinellas. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. And there's a
Well,
good barbecue joint down the place called Ozona Pig.
looks like a lot of our classmates sort of slid down the grid into Florida.
Yeah,
I went north. I'm in Pennsylvania. I speak right now from the northeastern Poconos. Hi guys.
Did you finally get electricity?
Me?
Yeah.
Yes. We do have frequent power outages here, but you have them in Florida too. You get a hurricane come through and you all lose your power for 6 weeks.
No, we get a
no, not so
rainstorm and we
much.
get a power outage.
Not so much. Most of the only lines that are up are high power lines where I'm at. All the rest of them are underground.
Underground, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Little advanced city planning goes a long way.
Although when Irma, that was the last one we had come through here, which went up the middle of the state.
Wow.
I did lose a couple of trees, but you know, not bad. I'm on a small lot, and I have I used to have 13 trees around the house, and I had lost one to the hurricane. I had two taken out. So I'm still down to 11, but let me tell you, in the summertime, with all this heat out here, my bills are just about $100.
Because you have the trees.
Your electric bill?
Electric bill because of the trees.
That's great. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I don't know who you're on, Dick, but I'm on Duke Energy. So,
Yeah, I am
Hey,
too.
I'm on Duke Energy down in North Carolina.
well,
Yeah.
you know,
They're
I
part of
know-
the evil
But right
kingdom,
now
by the
you're
way.
in the, you're calling from the Poconos,
Yep,
Charlotte? Okay.
we're up here. We've been up here since very end of June. And normally we come up here a little earlier, and then we leave in October, mid-October, and go back down to Durham for 6 weeks. Then we come back up here in December for 6 weeks, and then we go back and stay in Durham from like the third week of January till all the way through June. So our migratory pattern's a little different this year because we were on a cruise and almost got stuck in Argentina, Buenos
geez.
Aires. Fortunately, I can speak Spanish, but that really was not on our list of things to do. But we were on the last flight out, one of the last flights that left Buenos Aires, and we had to go through New York, JFK. The day after, there had been 6 hours wait getting
Oh,
through
wow.
the process of coming back into the country. I keep saying getting through immigration, but you know, the whole deal. Anyway, we got home just in time for the pandemic. And we had been on a cruise where we were lucky to get home.
Did
But
you
nobody was sick on our
fly
ship.
into Buenos Aires and then take the cruise from there?
No, we flew in to Santiago, Chile, and then we went all the way around the South American continent and came back to Buenos Aires. And then we hopped on a plane that we were supposed to go back to Miami. That flight was canceled. We had to go all the way to JFK, worst flight in my life. And then we had to come back down to Durham. So
Wow.
anyway, that was an adventure. But the interesting thing was that we came back just about the very point that suddenly the pandemic was being recognized for what it was, and everybody was. So we quarantined ourselves for 2 weeks from everybody. I have family next door. We quarantined ourselves for 2 weeks. The moment we came out of quarantine, then quarantine was imposed. So I have not
Had a
been to the
haircut?
beauty parlor. Looks like in 27 years, but it's really only been about 9 months. And wow, I've gone to seed. I've become feral. People don't recognize me.
I have a son who lives in Durham.
Really?
Yeah, he's a acupuncturist.
Ooh, where in Durham? What's his address? So George, you have a daughter that lives in Florida, not far from you. And what about,
Stepdaughter.
do you have other children as well?
Uh, yeah, I have two children up in Maryland,
Oh,
graduated from Surrattsville, both of them.
oh, wow.
So, and then I have a stepson who's in San Antonio and works for the Department of Defense.
Oh, wow.
He's a computer spook, basically.
Oh, wow, we need a lot of them.
He's there to
Computer spook?
protect us. Huh?
You say computer spook?
Yeah, he's there to protect us
Who
That's
does
right. No.
does he work for the agency?
from people that are uh, trying to get into our internets and stuff like that.
Yes. My husband had very early, in fact, when we first got married, my husband worked for the National Security Agency.
NSA.
And it's, now I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to kill both of you. But let's enjoy our talk while we.
You know, that's
Just-
funny because back in my sports car days, besides running up at the Marlboro racetrack up there in Upper Marlboro,
Uh-huh.
we used to autocross on the NSA parking lot. That's before they put up the gate and all the fence around
I
it.
was going to say that's before the barbed wire went up around the top.
Oh, yeah.
Woo!
And I thought it was just, the last time I saw a picture up there was when some guy tried to go in the front gate there, and the police stopped him, or
Mhm.
guards stopped him.
So George, are you not getting old fast enough that you have to smoke to hasten the process?
Let me put it this way. Something happened in not too distant past that made me pick them up again.
Oh,
So, but just so everybody knows,
what's that?
gum,
Nicorette.
Nicorette gum.
Oh, so that this gives you the nicotine without the, it's to help you wean you off of it?
Yeah, and it works. But you know, the thing of it is, back in 1997, 98, something like that, I stopped smoking. I had been two and a half years without a cigarette, and that's when they told me I had cancer. So
Oh.
you know, and then the 2 months that I was home after after the operation and taking leave, I really hated that because I couldn't get down the stairs out in the house up there, except on my butt, slide down.
Well,
And, you know, I just, and I went back to work and I wasn't smoking. And then all of a sudden something happened. When was it? When was 9/11? 2001?
yes.
2001, that's when I picked up cigarette again.
Mm.
I went outside and I heard a big boom. Went outside to smoke cigarette and hit a big boom, and that's when the plane hit the Pentagon.
Wow, so you were in Washington
Yes,
when that
Yes.
happened. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
was up there for
You will not believe
39
this,
years. Hmm?
but I was on the tarmac in a plane, probably one plane before or after Flight 93,
Hmm.
which crashed
Really?
into Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
And our plane, we were headed for Florida, thankfully, not California. We had been headed to California from it wasn't from JFK, it was from Newark.
Yeah.
And so we were up in the air, and my children were frantic.
And they said,
We actually got forced down in Jacksonville, and Joe had the presence of mind to it. We didn't even know what had happened, but before he even looked at a screen to figure out what was going on, he stopped and rented a car And we were able to go to, we went down and saw my mother in Melbourne, and then we went back to New Jersey. But people were buying cars to get back.
Yeah.
I mean, they literally
Oh, yeah.
couldn't get back, and it was really strange. I mean, because we were in the New Jersey area, of course, everybody had friends and associates and things like that that had been up in and lost in the Twin Towers.
Yeah.
So it was
Yeah.
a tough time that, everybody was very much affected by that.
New Jersey.
Just heads up, guys. Charlene, I sent my son's address, his name and address to you on
Oh, okay.
a text or
Oh,
an
okay.
instant message on Zoom. So I don't know.
Oh God,
You'd
I
have
don't know.
to,
Did you send it to
you'd
my
have,
phone or
no,
here?
no, I sent it. Well, I sent it to whatever device you're on, but I sent it on Zoom chat. So you'll
Really?
have to open that up in order to get it. I just wanted to
Oh,
warn
I
you,
see it. I see it. I see it. Wait.
it's 10 after 5.
Glendale Ave.
I don't
Okay, I'm
know,
not familiar with Glendale Ave. I'll have to look it up.
I don't
But
know when they're going to cut us off. So they may cut us off, but George and I learned that with 2 people on, we can talk forever, but
of
with
course you
3
can.
or more people, I don't know when that starts. Maybe it starts when the third person comes on. I
Maybe.
don't know how they measure it. So just wanted to give you a heads up. It's not
You can kick
anything.
me out any old time.
No, 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 no. I'm really glad you're here. I'm
Yeah.
glad to see. Um, uh,
The
I'm
more
glad
the
to see
merrier.
more than just George and me.
And I'm usually here, yeah,
That's okay.
uh, old age.
Yeah,
Charlene, that's okay. I
Yeah.
forget it too.
we've
Look, I'll
spent
be
a couple
75.
hours together
I'll be
already.
75 on Saturday. So,
Really?
yeah.
You were older than, because I was a
Yes.
January girl. My birthday's January 9th. And so I won't be 75 until next year,
Here.
2021,
Yeah.
on
I
January
mean,
9th. So I mean,
I'm a year older than most of them.
I was like the oldest kid in our class.
I always did like older women.
Oh,
Oh,
thanks. You better stop flirting with me.
he won't stop.
Why
He
do you
won't
think I'm
stop.
flirting with you? I like older women. You're not old.
That point is relative.
Hey,
Don't be deceived by this blonde hair. You see, there's a bit of gray showing at the top here. Not much though. I gotta tell you.
yeah, I don't have any either.
Yeah, well, of any
I don't
color.
have any at all.
No, mine is thin up there too. Just one of those things. And it's totally acceptable in men, and it's not acceptable for women. So it's just the usual kick in the teeth that we girls get.
Well,
Boy, I tell you, you girls have it rough. The things that I wouldn't want to be is a female or an actor. Can you imagine being an actor? And it's so hard to be yourself when you don't know who you are.
No, you have to enter into the personality of the person you
player.
are playing. You
That's
leave
right.
yourself on the back door.
I mean, it's hard enough to know who I am, much less somebody else. But I
Well,
think a lot of actors go through a lot of therapy so that they can find. No, I'm serious. I went out with a storyteller, and she went to conferences on this. How to be in touch with yourself so that you can be in touch with your character. You know, my first wife and I went to the trying to think of what you call it now. It's the every 10 years Oberammergau. It's called the Passion Play. Every 10 years,
oh, this is in Germany.
yeah, every 10 years they put on the
Mm.
Passion Play. And I was told, I don't think this is true, that the person who plays Judas typically ends up hanging themselves or committing suicide because they occupy that personality so much so long. I don't think it's true, but conceivably, anyway, it would make a good
I
short
think
story.
there's a story about a guy who once played Christ, who at a later point in his career played Judas.
Really.
Hmm.
So I don't know. That's just,
Well, Jeffrey Hunter played Christ in Greatest Story Ever Told, I think.
I don't know.
And he died sometime after he did Star Trek. He died young, or supposedly young. I don't know.
Was he 33?
Oh, come on. I don't know if you're, yeah,
No.
did you guys ever see The Passion of Christ? I mean, probably you both did. Um,
Yeah.
but the guy who played Christ is an actor, Jim, I want to say Cassavetes or Cassavetes or something. Can't remember exactly. I can look it up on my, but there's this tremendous tape that they or YouTube that they did, which was about his experiences playing that role. And when he was up on that cross, he got hit by lightning twice.
Oh my
And
goodness.
yeah, it was the highest thing
I
around.
know how it hurts.
So anyway, no, it's just a really interesting. His is a very interesting story. He's actually a very
I just got the
dedicated
10-minute,
Christian.
I just
He's,
got the 10-minute warning, just so you know.
okay, I'm going to kiss you both goodbye because I got to go make my husband supper or I'm going to be in big trouble. So
Why?
you boys stay out of trouble.
Just
All
Joe.
right.
He can't
Oh,
make his own
just Joe,
supper?
nothing. Just Joe. He's the man of my life, the love of my life. What
Oh,
can I
wow.
say?
All right.
Hasta la vista, guys. Love you. Yoop.
We
Love you
do.
too.
Take
Thanks
care.
for showing up.
I think I left, but I evidently
No, you're
Didn't-
still here.
Look at it.
Well, here's Mr. George Brown. You're not wasting any time, Georgie.
Hello, Dick. How you doing?
I'm good.
Yeah, no.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You sound a
I
little
don't
bit,
like,
let me turn up some volume here.
hold on. Volume.
Your volume doesn't matter. It's my
Oh,
volume.
it's your side. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm all right. Just went out and got the mail and come back in.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
paying bills.
What?
Just paying bills.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like your background.
Well, I thought I'd change up with a different view of that swamp lily. Can I recommend that you tilt your camera down a little bit so that we can see across your, yeah. So we just have a little bit of headroom up there.
Yeah,
That's perfect. That's perfect. You got a good light?
yeah. It's the light I've had for years. Every 6 months or so, it blows the bulb though. It just gets
What
hot.
is it incandescent or fluorescent or what?
It's incandescent. It's a appliance
Mhm.
bulb. You know,
Mhm.
all I know is it gets hot as Hades on it. Burn your hand if you're moving it while it's still hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a little photo light here. I'm going to turn it off. It's what do you call it? LED,
Yep.
and it changes from blue to yellow to combined. And so I use it as a little bit of a fill light over here. And it's nice and cool. You can see how it gets nice and hot. But I'll show you what's funny about it. It glares off my glasses.
Yeah. See
You
the
can't
reflection.
see me, so I can see fine without them. So, but I have some daylight balanced CFLs up here. I have a head of 5 of those bulbs, and I can turn them on and off, put a soft box on them, and that sort of thing. So that's my studio lighting setup.
Yeah, well, it's 6 of one, half dozen the other around here. What you see is what you get.
No, what what we see is what makes you hot.
Well,
And when you're hot, you're hot.
okay.
You're looking better than last week. Are you feeling
Oh,
better?
I'm sleeping better. Just things rolling over in my mind that, you know, like I told you last time, there's this thing with those scammers.
Yeah.
It really upset me. I mean, look, working in the computer field for 39 years, even for the government, and you do something stupid like that and you fall for it again and you fall for it again, it tends to say, what the hell are you thinking about?
Yeah, but you didn't fall for it the third time. You caught them and told them to skadoodle.
Well, yeah, I did, but especially when they told me they had been monitoring my system. And Dick, I used to sit at my desk at work and I monitored my systems, but they were all tied in through the computer and back to me, so I could watch them. So
Watch who?
watch what they were doing.
Oh, your employees or the other?
The machines,
Oh, okay.
the
Okay.
machines, because
Yeah. So
you just
you were network administrator for some other computers, right?
yeah, we had well, you know what WYSIWYG is, right?
Yeah.
All right. Um, we were interfaced with, well, WYSIWYG came out from Xerox way back when, and my background is in ANSI standard COBOL. Uh, that's what we worked with, and C1, C++, was coming in as I was leaving, and I had no need to learn it. But I worked with both IBM, um, which is based on 7, and then I also worked with Octal, which is based on 8. So, and that was those
Cobalt 8. Is that what you're saying? Cobalt 8?
no,
What?
when I started out, it was programming. On the programming side, it was Fortran,
Right.
uh, which is basically bubble up sorts, um, uh, working with a COS system, which is card operated system, then DOS, which is disk operated system, and then OS. So it's progressed over time, but it was still the programs were still COBOL.
But you were
Now,
running on a mainframe, right?
oh yeah, mainframes. There's a place at 4th and New York Avenue in DC. And what you see is a fence around a yard, well, around the parking lot. And there's one little building in the middle of it. And that 395 goes up through, that goes into DC. The top of it is just that. It's an entrance into the building, and then the building goes down 2 floors underground.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the thing's darn near a city block long down there underground. And then when I first time I went up there, I went, wow, because you had one main console on the first floor down, and then all the rest of the area was either, I think they had like 5 tape drives, but all the rest of the whole room was filled up with disk drives. Last time I was up there,
Big disc like this?
yeah, the 12,
Big platters.
yeah, and usually not, 9 platters in a thing. Um, but the last time I went up there, the main console was still sitting in the middle of the floor. But off in the back corner, way far away, was the CPU. I mean, they for it. And they had like 6 um, big screen, big flat screen monitors all tied together. And they were, to watch what was going on. And then in another room, just off the side, fairly small, they had a couple of high-speed printers. And that was it.
And
I mean,
what kind of, who were you working for and what kind of data was that you were manipulating?
um,
Finance?
hmm,
Was that financial data?
financial for the district government.
Okay, for DC government.
Yeah, but we were, when I came in, we were under federal rule. So all my retirement and everything comes from the federal government,
Right.
so. But that was it, it was a career. It's not something I really wanted to do, but I did it anyhow. I always wanted to be the great artist.
The great what?
Artiste.
Artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we all have some of those skills that how should I say, we want to develop, and
Yeah.
it's just a matter of time and survival.
Yeah. It's survival. Yeah. I'm surprised I lasted this long. You know,
Health wise or
well, health wise,
or financially.
both really, both really. Financially, I'm all right. I'm not rich by any means, but
I
I,
don't know too many people who are.
I pay my bills and I have a couple of $100 left over at the end of the month, so I'm doing okay. Um, what can I tell you? I mean, that's what it is.
Well, I tell people I worked in the public sector. That's why I'm not rich.
What did you teach?
No,
I thought
I
somebody
was
told me you
I was
teach.
I was a city planner.
Oh,
First I spent 5 years in the Army. I didn't get rich.
oh,
Then I spent 20 years as a county planner.
were you an officer?
Yeah.
Ah, figures.
What do you mean you figured? Anybody could do it. Hey, look, if I could do it, anybody could do it.
Well, look at it this way, Dick. When I got drafted, I was making more when I went in, got drafted into the service, than a second lieutenant in the Army.
When
And
did you
I,
go in?
1965, just before Christmas, 1965. And so, it gave, well, I got 3 slops and a flop from the Army.
I don't know what that means.
I got 3 meals and a bed.
Oh, slops and a flop. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. I'm hard of hearing.
well, that's all right. We all have our in, was it inconsistencies or something like that?
Well, let me tell you, I went in 2 years after that, and as a private e-zip or private first class, I made $81 a day once a month.
Yeah, that's the old song,
Yeah.
'cause that's what,
I was in San Francisco. I took an airline stewardess out to dinner, and I spent $25 at the Owl and the Turtle for Chateaubriand for 2, and it took 1/4 of 1 month's pay, or more than that, one third.
I'll tell you a story. Not too long ago, when I first got down here, I told Patricia, that I'd take her out for her birthday for dinner. So I called up and got reservations over at Ruth Chris. Steakhouse.
I'm sorry, what?
Ruth Chris Steakhouse.
Oh, I don't know it.
It's in town. It's in Tampa. And she got a glass of wine, and I got a Crown Royal and Coke. And she got a stuffed pepper, and I got a steak, and I think we got some mashed potatoes. When we were done, the guy presented me with the bill. I handed him two $100 bills and told him to keep the change
Why?
because the bill was $167. Yeah, they're proud of theirself. It's a la carte, by the way, over there. So everything that you get is extra.
So you paid extra for your mashed potatoes, right?
Paid extra for the mashed potatoes, and because nothing came with it, So,
Yeah, well,
but it was Pat's birthday, and I was glad to do it.
we in high school we used to go to Gusty's down on M Street,
Mm-hmm.
Italian restaurant.
Yeah.
Have you been there?
No, I've been by there.
It's got a basement, main floor, and 2 floors up.
The only thing that I remember about an Italian restaurant was after the prom, our high school prom. Do you remember Rocket Room? I think it was not. Was it the Rocket Room or Casino Royale downtown? Well, just off to the side of it is a doorway to an Italian restaurant. We went down and got Italian food down there, and it was good food. But that first off, there's only myself and Pat and Doris going, my first wife, and then next thing I know, Albert Melbaum and his date, and Jimmy Burke and his date, we all ended up in the same place. But it's all right.
Misery love company, right?
Oh yeah. Especially when it rained that night, and Carol Hatton was Jimmy Perry's date, and Jimmy Perry had that TR3, and he had the top on, but I don't think he had the side curtains up. And Carol's dress got soaked. I mean,
There she
there
goes.
you go. Oh well, I got a whole pan of chicken nuggets in the refrigerator from Chick-fil-A.
Oh yeah, yeah. Gratis,
So,
huh?
so I'm going to have a whole bunch of them tonight. And
Super.
I'll be chewing on them for the next couple of days. I mean, it's a full pan like you'd get for a family or whatever.
Talk about a preservative. I mean, you'll never. I mean, you'll get mummified
Yeah,
eating fast food like that.
no, I don't. Sometimes I cook, but a lot of times I get prepared packaged meals and
Right.
put them in the oven and cook them up and eat that way. Well, Dick, I'm going to get out of here since we only got 7 minutes and 59 seconds to go.
I have. Well, oh, okay. It says remaining. Yeah, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's giving us a warning.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Well, thanks, George. Looks like we switched places for some reason. That's
Well,
kind of weird.
yeah. Well, I'll try to be out here next week.
Okay.
It breaks the loneliness, Dick. I got to tell
Yeah.
you.
Yeah. Well, hey, listen, brother. We're all in this together.
Yeah.
As
Oh.
Red Green used to say, keep your stick on the ice.
Here's something for you. My model club has changed venues again because of the coronavirus. We now meet at a funeral home, veterans funeral home in Pinellas County. And whatever,
Yeah.
but I'm a little leery about that because I'm getting closer to that time.
Yeah.
All
Take
right.
care, George. Thanks for coming.
You too, Dick.
See you next week. Bye-bye.
Right.
Look at it.